Thank you, Ami. Next comes Yael, and right, you are the next one? Right, no changing orders here. Yael Shany is the co-founder of Tsav 2 Barcelona. She is also an expert in branding and marketing, and I can tell you that she has been working very, very hard and diligently on making this happen. As a small example, on Friday, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Yael met me in Ben Gurion, myself arriving from a flight. She probably had other things in her mind, but just in order to make all this happen, that's the kind of effort she went through. I think that Yael is going to both greet us and give us some advice. Please, welcome Yael.
שומעים עד למעלה, נכון? לא צריך... I don't need microphones. No, but you can hear me well, right? Okay. Rami spoke from the heart, and also Meir, I'm going to speak from the brain. In terms of globalization, high-tech companies are dealing with new challenges, and I'm going to present to you a few research and some theories of recent years from branding companies around the world, talking about how can branding a country help to brand a corporate or a company. So not only it is in our hearts that we want to help the brand Israel, it is also into our core heart of business, of doing business globally. I would like to start first, if the slide moves, and it doesn't. It doesn't. Ma? למעלה. לא.
Page down, page up.
Page down. איפה זה?
פה, page down.
Okay. Okay. A country brand is the intangible assets a country has. It's not about the financial asset it has. It's not even about the natural resources a country has. And it is not about the political situation it deals with. It is about what that country stands for, what it expresses in all of its touch points and dimensions. And it enables a country to go beyond what it actually physically has to leverage to additional benefits. So a strong country brand enables the country to first be stable at times of political or financial crisis, and it also helps it to leverage or to empower exporting businesses, corporates, or even celebrities. And on the other hand, it enables it to get incoming business and incoming tourism. This is what the country benefits from having. Okay. This is what a country benefits from having a strong brand. What corporates or companies can benefit from it is being seen through the last years when companies are checking what happens when there are synergies between brands and country brands. So for example, Canada, which was rated #1 country brand in the world, and I'll show you the full index later. Guess where Israel is? Canada was #1 this year. They took the place of the US. And Canada as a brand stands for safe, friendly, and fun. What helped them to strengthen that branding was hosting the Olympic Games, having ice hockey, and winning. And of course, BlackBerry. If we're looking at France, France is a different type of brand. France expresses. Okay, I can't stick to this. I can take it with me. Okay, I have to stand here and not to move. France stands for luxury and heritage and prestige. So when Chanel was penetrating the Chinese market, they could actually leverage from the synergy of standing for prestige and luxury and heritage, from them being a French brand, and it helped them to succeed in China. It also strengthened the brand France because it strengthened the prestige and luxury and all of that. A different example is British Petroleum. This is a very polite version of the new brand. There are many designers rebranding the British Petroleum brand, and this is like a very moderate one. What is interesting is that UK as a brand that stands very strong with popular culture as well as heritage and classical culture, this brand is so strong that whatever happened to British Petroleum, it did not damage the UK country brand. And on the different direction, probably British Petroleum might have done a lot worse had the UK brand would not be so strong. So this is an example of how a strong country brand can actually support a mischief company that's doing very wrong to the world. And now, speaking about doing wrong to the world, this is based on a survey, an index that was made by Future Brand. They took 3,400 business and leisure travelers throughout the world in 5 continents, in 13 countries, in 14 major metropolitan cities. And what they tried is to index country brands. They indexed 97 countries, and they analyzed these countries. And what they have is what are going to be the next key success factors for countries who want to strengthen their brands. So one is, of course, weathering the financial storm. Canada did it well. Israel did it well as well. It's a good thing to brand a country. Another thing, a very upcoming element, is the value systems, having strong educational and healthcare reforms and systems, and of course being environmentally friendly and having clean tech industries is something that is very leveraging brands. Freedom of communications, Iran and Egypt. And digital openness opens new opportunities to create presence for countries and for brands in the social media, meaning just open Facebook profiles. It doesn't matter if you're a small country or a big country. The more presence you have in the social media, the more you strengthen the brand. Just one more example, Sweden and SAS. Sweden stands for quality of life and many value systems of environmentally friendly. SAS strengthened that aspect in their branding. They were forging a new standard for being environmentally friendly, and they are leading in the world in that standard. And the synergy between Sweden and SAS enhanced or strengthened both brands for standing for the same value. Now, standing for the same value is actually expressing the brand spirit and the brand values in its different touch points. A country has several touch points. One is politics, which we are not going to discuss today, and the other are business, tourism, culture, and people, which we are all already involved in. Now, the point is, when you are branding a country, is to be consistent over time and over these different layers or dimensions to express the same brand spirit. So when we are talking about branding Israel, we are talking about something, a brand that stands for a very creative energy, a very vivacious kind of action and things that are going on, whether we're talking about nightlife, sports activities, and whether we're talking about the high-tech or the diversified food that you can find here. Or even if we're talking about, we talked about value systems, being gay-friendly, which is also one of the messages that was expressed in the media, and it did help as well. So, anyone is guessing where is Israel on the index between 97 countries? Israel moved from 41 to 30. This is an opportunity. I want to welcome Javier Garcia de Viedma, Deputy Head of Mission from the Spanish Embassy, who came here on a Sunday. And also, and, we are very, we're very hectic, so sometimes we forget, I forget my manners. But thank you. Spain is number 14. Just to have a look, and of course, I told you, Canada. Oh, United States is number 4. They dropped. They dropped significantly. Now, this outcome of jumping 11 spots is a significant jump. The only other country that made that jump was Sweden, who jumped from 21 to 10. But it's a huge jump, partially thanks to the branding process, on which you're going to hear at the second half. I highly recommend you to stay, because Ido, for those who saw him last year, he gives he gives into-depth things, issues, and strategies, and sometimes even information that is not meant to be published. So it's like really listening to the inner circle of things. Now, this jump was also thanks to two engines for this brand. One is the high-tech and the other is business. Israel is ranked number 8 in the world in terms of high-tech and number 14 in business. And just to mention, number 1 in history, and number 2 are ranked Greece and Egypt. Now, talking about the engine of the high-tech, this is a unique ecosystem that is perceived and functions as the second most important communication cluster after Silicon Valley. Okay, the number of R&D centers, international or Israelis, located in that ecosystem is so huge that putting all of them together so closely geographically enables a special kind of innovation that is unique on its own. The other thing that makes this ecosystem more special is that at least half of these R&D centers, whether it's Google or IBM or HP, half of these R&D centers are focused or have something to do with telecom or communication. So it's the core of the high-tech of the world. And of course, not to mention more specifically telecom or communication R&D centers such as Samsung R&D. You're going to hear after the break the Korean ambassador talking about what Korea is doing in Israel, what Samsung R&D are doing in Israel, and all of that. And I'm going to end with this topic, Yalelcha zar velo picha. This is one of the best DNA assets we have as Israelis. We know everybody, we know what's going on, we know what other people are doing, and we love to talk about it. So when you're in Barcelona, talk about it, because when you're talking about another company that did something innovative in Israel, you are strengthening your own company because you come from the same ecosystem. And it is better that others will speak about you than when you speak about yourself, because the impact is different. So if you want to mention the first car phone, or the first mobile camera, or the first Skype phone, the first WiMAX, or the first commute phone, or the first console phone of entertainment to the car, you just mentioned that these all were the first innovations coming from Israel, Israelis enabling these innovations to take place. And I think I'm done. These are just examples. You can see it afterwards. And this is Israel among top 20 at think tanks. You'll have it afterwards at the break. The point is that when we are looking to brand an ecosystem, an industry, or a company, or a country, one of the key points to do it well is go and see what are the perceptions of your target audiences, of your partners, and of your colleagues. So this is why we are starting with the ambassadors panel, to see how we are being perceived externally. רגע, אני צריכה לפתוח לך את המצגת של ג'וזף, שזה